Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. It is very late at night. I'm not even going to tell you what time it is, but it's after midnight Monday night. So by the time you guys see this, it'll be Tuesday sometime. It is already Tuesday because it's after midnight on Monday. I'm just going to kind of do a very short impromptu video here just to kind of tell you what my week this week is looking like. When I say my days off are never days off, it's true. I'm usually doing housework of some sort or cooking or baking or whatever. And that's fine. I enjoy the cooking and baking stuff. But yeah, I've been implementing a new kind of pre-bedtime routine lately. I want to start losing some weight. And so one of the things I've been doing at night is I try and use my treadmill. And I don't run on it. I'm not that good. But I mean, fast walk at the very least, maybe a little bit of jogging partway through. Try and do a good half hour, so at least a mile and a half all told. And build my way up a little bit. And then I try and do sit-ups or stomach crunches, no less than 30. Well, and then I do my prayer time before bed and my vitamins and all that good stuff. Well, Saturday night, apparently, I must have done something wrong with my sit-ups because I woke up in a lot of pain in my neck on Sunday. I think I was doing them wrong and pulling more from my neck muscles than from my stomach muscles, apparently. I must have been. I don't know what else I could have done. But it was very painful. I woke up in the night, Saturday night, and it was already hurting. And then Sunday morning, it was bad. And then Monday morning, it was just as bad, if not worse. I had really next to not a lot of mobility in my neck on Monday at all. So I didn't do my treadmill or my sit-ups Sunday night or Monday night. I hate to not do them because I'm trying to make it a habit. And I've been getting pretty consistent at it, but I've been in pain. So I don't want to injure myself any further. So hopefully by Tuesday night, I can get back to it, or at least a little bit. But anyway, I'm filming this on my phone. Otherwise, if not, if I was using my camera, I could show you on my phone what my calendar looks like. It's just nuts. I work 2 jobs. Both of them are just part-time, but still, I mean, it's tiring because I'm often doing both jobs in one day. And the same 2 places that I work, my daughter also works the same 2 places. And so I'm tracking both her and my work schedules in my calendar, 4 work schedules in my calendar. And if it works out with my work schedule to drive her to and from work, I will. Sometimes she has to walk. Like if I'm already at work at like 2 o'clock and she doesn't work till 4, then sometimes she has to walk. Thankfully, to work at the grocery store where we work is not far, but I drive her when I can. So anyway, I'm a cashier in a Canadian grocery store chain called Sobeys. My daughter works there too. She works in the HMR department, which stands for home meal replacement. It's where they make the rotisserie chickens, the pizzas, the flatbreads, the chicken wedges, or chicken strips and potato wedges, that kind of thing. So I usually work there a good 3 shifts a week, sometimes 4. When there's lots of hours to be had, I'll be scheduled for 4, and sometimes I pick up an extra one. So anywhere from 3 to 5 shifts, anywhere from 3 to 5 shifts rather a week, depending on, like when there's lots of hours to be given, then us cashiers get 4 shifts a week often. And sometimes we pick up a 5th one if somebody phones in sick or what have you. So minimum 3 shifts, sometimes 4 or 5. And then I also work as a school lunch supervisor at an elementary school. Now, Sobeys comes first because the school lunch program is only like one to 1.5 hours approximately. So that's not my primary job. I only do that on days that I'm off from Sobeys, or if I'm working later in the afternoon at Sobeys rather. The absolute minimum is if I'm working at Sobeys at 2:30. Because then I get home from working at the school at 1, and that gives me 1 hour from 1 till 2 to have some lunch, change into my uniform, pack a lunch, and go. Even though it's a 5-minute drive, I head out a half hour before my shift at the store just because I don't want to be rushed. So I drive the 5 minutes, I park, I go in, and then I can sit down, have a drink of water, relax, check the work schedules, and just not be rushed. So if I work anything that is 2:30 or later in the afternoon at Sobeys, then I'll do the school lunch program. Or if I'm off from Sobeys, then I'll do the school lunch program. If I'm working at like 12:30 or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, no. Then it's only Sobeys. So, and same thing with my daughter. She also, a lot of her shifts start at 2:30 or at 4 or at 5 at Sobeys, so then that's fine. Now, if it's a day off for me from Sobeys, I'll work the school usually. Sometimes And sometimes not. Sometimes I'll take the whole day off just because. But quite often, if it's a day off from Sobeys for my daughter, she would prefer to keep it as an entire day off and not work at Sobeys, and that's okay. So anyway, I just want to give you a breakdown of this is what my week looks like, and this does not count housework and cooking and whatever else and feeding pets, because remember, we have a rabbit and we have a house full of pet birds too. We have budgies, cockatiels, Indian ringneck, Senegal, Quaker parrot, African gray, 2 cockatiels, 2 conures. It's like we have a house full, and they all have to be fed and watered, most likely daily, because I mean, at the very least, they need clean water. Some of these birds are pigs and they like to dunk their pellets in their water dish, and it makes it really messy. So anyway, today was Monday. My daughter was supposed to work 2:30 to 9 at the store, and I was supposed to work 2:30 to 8. I didn't attempt to work at the school today because I was hurting so much with my neck. I didn't even try. Normally working at 2:30, I would work at the school, but I'm hurting. I'm very sore. So we went to work for 2:30, both of us. We left at 2 o'clock. She was to work 2:30 to 9. I was to work 2:30 to 8. My boss told me right off the hop that the girl that was supposed to work 5 to 10 tonight had called in sick, and could I stay an extra hour till 9 o'clock? That's fine, because otherwise I'd be done at 8, and then I'd be leaving and coming back at 9 to pick my daughter up. Didn't really make much sense. I mean, it's not a long drive, so I don't mind doing that, but this was just easier, and it gets an extra hour on the paycheck, because this week I only have 3 shifts at the store. So that's fine. So we both worked till 2:30 to 9, and then came home, and being Valentine's Day, we had some gifts and stuff for each other, and and that was fine. So that was good. Wasn't a big housework day for me though, because I have been, like, right now I'm kind of shaking my head. I'm actually moving my neck a bit. That's about as good as it's been all day. So tomorrow being Tuesday, my daughter and I are both working the school lunch program. We should be home from there about 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, I have to phone a pastor friend of mine. He actually has been a regular customer of mine at the store. I didn't even know him before this. And over the months I've gotten to know him. It turns out he's my back lane neighbor. Didn't even know him before. And he knows the pastors of the church I go to. So we become friends and realize we're neighbors. And in December, he took on a job at Union Gospel Mission as the new evening chaplain. And so the executive director of Union Gospel Mission is actually a church member from my church too, on top of it all. So not only is this regular customer of mine my back lane neighbor and now the new evening chaplain there, but the fellow that is the executive director of this place is somebody I know from church. So I'd been thinking about volunteering there for a while, and I've made contact with this pastor about it and applied to be volunteer there, and it looks like it's a go now that some of the COVID restrictions are lifting. It looks like my volunteering will be a go. Now, whether or not it'll be music, whether I'll be leading singing, or whether I'll just be helping Pastor Ed in some other capacity, whatever. But basically, I'm going to be helping him in a couple of the evening services, probably one night a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on my schedule. I don't have set days and hours at Sobeys. I usually work afternoons or evenings, but I mean, I could also work on the weekends. I don't have a set day off there other than Sundays. I don't work most Sundays, except if I do, they have to give me the odd one because everybody has to work some, but then I usually work to 3:30 to 9, so I can go to church Sunday morning. But beyond that, I don't have set schedule there, so they know that if I'm going to be volunteering, they have to be flexible with me and know that this week I might be able to do Tuesday night, next week it might be Thursday night, or maybe one week I won't be able to do it at all. And they're willing to take me, and it sounds like they're willing to have me do whatever I can. So I have to phone him at 1 o'clock. So as soon as we're done the school, the bell goes at 12:40. I'm usually out of there by 12:45, back in the car. And then 1 o'clock, I have to call Pastor Ed and talk to him and work out some of the details, or what my start date will be, or whether I have to do some training or what have you. Figure all that out. And then I have to take my daughter to work at 2 o'clock because she's working 2:30 to 9 again tomorrow. And then I have to go to renew my driver's license. It's due tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day to get it done without it being late, so I got to get that done. And then I have to go down to Canadian Blood Services for my attempt at a blood donation at 2:55. And I say attempt because usually when I try and donate blood, usually I get turned away. As soon as they do the finger prick and they see that my hemoglobin is not at their minimum requirement level, they want women to be at 125. Usually I'm sitting at 118, sometimes even lower. Sometimes I'm like down around 100. The last few times I've been at 118 though, and that's just not high enough for their standards. But I've been taking an iron supplement, and so I'm going to attempt again tomorrow. I think I should be able hopefully to donate. So I have to be there for 2:55. And I have to be at my church tomorrow night at 7 because I have Bible study from 7 o'clock until 8:30. So my blood donation I should be out of there by 3:30, I would guess, 3:45. I have to be at the church at 7. I would like to go to Superstore tomorrow and get some groceries and possibly over to Ricky's in the mall because they have a nice pair of black lace leggings that I saw there that I really liked, and I'd like to try them on. But for sure, I'd like to at least go to Superstore and get some groceries before Bible study. So Bible study will be 7 to 8:30, and then I have to pick Rachel up from work, my daughter, at 9 o'clock when she is finished. Wednesday, I don't work. Well, Wednesday, my daughter is off. Sobeys. I work 4 to 9:30. I'm going to go work at the school that day at lunchtime. My daughter is not. It's her day off, and she'd like to keep it as a complete day off, so that's fine. So I'll go work at the school. I'll go work at Sobeys 4 to 9:30. It's her day off. Thursday, again, my daughter's day off. She just wants to be off. I'm working at the store 3 to 8:30, but I'm going to work at the school first. So Wednesday and Thursday, I work at the store in the evening, late afternoon, evening, but I'll be working at the school first. And then Friday, both of us are working at the school lunch program, and my daughter works at the store 5 to 9, but starting on Friday, I'm on 3 days off from the store. So that's okay. So we'll both work at the school, and then I'll drive her to work on Friday 4:30 so she can work 5 to 9. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm off. I don't know yet what I'll be doing on Friday other than probably housework. Saturday, my plan is at this point to meet a girlfriend for lunch. I don't know yet when. It might be lunchtime, or it may be later in the day, maybe a supper. I don't know. We'll have to kind of play it by ear. Her schedule's a little bit in flux right now, but we're meeting on Saturday at some point. And then on Sunday, I've got church in the morning, and then we have a church business meeting at 6 o'clock. So that is my week. But I have, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I'm sure, like Saturday, I'm looking forward to because I get to go out with a friend. Sunday is church, which I really enjoy, and the business meeting could be a bit contentious. I don't know, I'm hoping not, but there are some couple of issues that need to be discussed that will probably generate some discussion, but hopefully it'll go smoothly. Our pastors are really good, and hopefully everything will go well there. So that's the plan, but yeah, I'm hoping to get groceries sometime tomorrow, in which case I'll film a grocery haul, and then you'll see that in a day or two. And yeah, maybe I'll try and get a cleaning video in there later this week sometime. I don't know. We'll see. But that's my week in a nutshell. I haven't done my meal plan yet for this week. Normally, I would have put that together on Saturday or Sunday. Didn't get to it on Saturday because I worked till 7 o'clock that night. And Sunday, I had church in the morning, but I really wasn't feeling great with my neck hurting the way it was. So I just didn't get around to it. And it's much too late at night right now to start doing that. So possibly tomorrow I may put a meal plan together. Or it could be a fly by the seat of my pants kind of week. And I don't like that because I'm trying to get back on regular meal planning. And when I do fly by the seat of my pants, then it shows because I'm not often that organized. That's another thing I'm trying to be more consistent on, as well as the treadmill and the sit-ups and the vitamins and the prayer time, is the meal planning. So anyway, so that is where I am at. I'm going to go to bed because I have to get up in the morning, and I'm only working at the school tomorrow, but I do have a full day with having to call Pastor Ed and do my blood donation and go get my license renewed and Bible study and just running around. So I'm going to bed, and I may start doing some budgeting videos at some point. I'm not a financial planner at all, but just doing like, we get paid bi-weekly here, and maybe just do some bi-weekly like budget by paycheck type thing videos, maybe perhaps, and just explain what it is we do at our house. I handle all of that. And I don't have it in like a budget planner type book or anything. I'm just basically, right now I keep them in a note in my phone, but I'm going to start writing them down in a notebook or something at the very least. And I could probably share that with you guys at some point. But yeah, stay tuned for a grocery haul in the next couple of days. If I get groceries tomorrow, then probably on Wednesday you'll see the grocery haul. Maybe late Tuesday night or Wednesday morning you'll see it. If I get to the superstore tomorrow, that is, which I hope to. Anyway, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has just been me doing a chatty video. I'm really tired. My neck has been really bugging me, and it was a long day. Having an extra hour on the shift is good for the paycheck, but not so good for the body, especially a middle-aged body. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you are new, and make sure your notification bell is on so when I do get that grocery haul up or any other videos, you'll see them. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Have a great night, everyone.